That man clearly said waves. Damn, D-Ray. Just a couple of years ago, he was crying about to throw a chair at you. Yeah. Yeah, hoe ass nigga for no reason, pussy. Bitch, I won. I wasn't supposed to get shot. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I won. Nigga, I won.
Thank you, Coach,
oh my
God. Beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium.
Another rainy
Miami.
day.
The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Boy, mama was at work if I'm not mistaken.
Final two bring us as we're off in week 9. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Fucking devil.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. It's caught by Parker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
I'm playing Miami. I
These
told you
wet
that.
conditions, the point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they hit the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no.
And I tell you, it's equivalent, D-Ray. It's equivalent.
Big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
Trust me, it's equivalent.
That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
That's fine, but it's still equivalent. That's fine. That's fine. It's still equivalent.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And down he'll go at the 25. Third down, Rosen. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls
only
to the
because
ground.
he was slow.
Fourth down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third
That was
down
supposed to be
conversions.
quick.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Down the line. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, it's complete to Drake. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Here we go. A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, alert, alert. 53, check 53. Check.
They run it with Balaj. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rosen. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Sanders' kick is good. And they would get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll be he stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Ain't no such thing as getting hawked on this game. Stop it. You know no one gets hawked on this game.
Zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
I didn't know I had my mic.
That play generates for his team, not just the points on
First
the board,
off, I didn't know I had my mic off. 1, 2, you act like this nigga, this the first time that's his first time driving. Now, I don't care if a nigga drives as long as the nigga don't fucking score. You give a fuck about that.
I think he's kind of limping across at the end.
You can drive all you want to, but if you come away with 3, then I done my job.
Following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now, turn what off?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Yes.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And
it almost got to him again, but
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That should be hilarious.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Yep. Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
You don't even know the setup.
Putting the ball downfield as well.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now it's Rosen looking. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now.
It's timing too. You just can't like. It's like putting a. You know how you used to put like some GTA codes in, and you got to time them holes. If you don't do it, you wait too long. Yeah.
And control of the football, switching hands.
We're going to go back to that play because I feel that he shouldn't have caught that fucking ball.
And the Redskins there out to an early lead.
What?
And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, Hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, he got out the cover first.
Now Gordon on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This is Stills. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Balaj. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't know why. What made
so maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Rosen will throw.
I don't know what made you trade for him. That nigga so inaccurate.
Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum.
I don't know why. Like, you got rid of an accurate quarterback for an inaccurate quarterback. That didn't make no sense. I ain't gonna lie to you.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Who's more accurate?
Check. 53's mine. Check.
Here's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
I don't like none of this.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I was about to get pissed.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
Wait, what happened?
Is good.
All right, just checking.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for a new one there, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, you gave Dak an extension for how much? D-Ray. You gave Dak an extension for how much? Why? What the fuck wrong with you? Yes, he is.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he is out of bounds, but first
The nigga's
he gets
not
it
accurate.
inside the 10 to the 7.
I'm hey, it's your quarterback. Hey.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those
You're right.
timing routes that they
You're
worked
right,
on
you're
from
right.
training
You're
camp,
right.
OTAs, mini
You at least need one that's accurate, right?
Season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people
I don't care. I don't care. He wasn't even supposed to be right there. He was supposed to be dropped.
If you do that throughout the game,
it's a hat on hat. I don't want to hear that.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box.
But I know why you're saying, "Oh, Jordan." I don't care. I do not care.
There. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Darnold from the gun. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
I missed this fucking field goal. Dumbass man.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike, 53. Come on. Alert. Quarter.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
They go play action. It's Rosen.
Woo! Polite, get out there, bitch.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rush in. Let's go.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They try to quick hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 1st and goal, Drake. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Parker, the intended target. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Spud!
Mike, 47. You don't see me.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 57, Mike 57. I know he ain't got it. Hey, ready? Check 24, check 24.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning
I know
ways
you're
next
not trying
week
to
as they
compare
head
Dak to
Indianapolis
Winston golf.
to take on the Colts.
You
So
post
for
their
Charles
stats
Davis and
trying
our
to see
entire crew, I'm
because
Brandon
niggas
Gunn. Next
questioning
game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the
contracts.
NFL on EA Sports.
You did. Nick, first off, look at the quarterbacks you put on in the hill. Majority of these quarterbacks are better than this nigga. First off, why are you putting Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson? Like, come on now. They both